Hello, YouTube. This is gonna probably end up being way too long for TikTok, so just saying YouTube off the top for that reason. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess the header for this is gonna be the fact that I built a train layout, so for the people that don't really care about the sports, I need to say that, yeah. Built a train layout to try to help calm my spastic, if high-functioning, more than likely autistic ass down after a 3-0 win, if you can believe it, but I'm just extra frustrated because of a couple red cards. So, USA 3, Mexico nil, but we let Mexico sore loser bullshit get in our heads. So, oh, makes it feel like a loss because now we're lost two important pieces for the final against Canada. So, yeah, those of you that like both trains and soccer will slash proper football, but what have you. Those of you that like both soccer and trains will very much relate to me being frustrated. But since we're here for the trades, let's break down what I built so I could get over some frustration with some train creativity here. I guess this is some combination of Edward and Thomas's branch lines. I guess mostly Thomas, since we've given Oliver a shed here. So we're essentially pretending Thomas is at the works or something because I wanted to use Oliver and Toad because I was watching season 4 earlier before the match, and it's like I like that Oliver and Toad dynamic. So we've got Oliver with his little siding with Annie and Clarabelle and the mail train for continuing services on Thomas's branch line or what have you. And we have a special train double-headed by Edward and Cullen, so my old Edward and my newer Edward, so with the spiteful brake van back there, by the way. Just, since I was like, well, if I'm using Toad, I gotta have a brake van on the other train, so. Yeah, I guess the big actual feature of the circular rectangle here is the double road crossing, which is kind of, I don't know, might not make sense to some people, but it's kind of evoking a divided highway, I guess. Just how you gotta two separate crossings for a divided highway or something, which isn't normally a thing, at least here in America, because most of the those divided highways are built with avoiding the railroads in mind. But I happen to do know of one spot where the railroad actually does completely crisscross a divided highway here in the Texas Panhandle. So yeah, uh, Boomer Sooner. I don't actually have a proper OU hat, but that's my Oklahoma Redhawks hat from minor league baseball. So yeah, Boomer Sooner. Oklahoman tolerating a Texas life, but it is what it is. uh, yeah, just. Yeah, so we got Edward and Cullen double heading a 3-car special trade, and we got Oliver and Toad just, you know, just relaxing while on break before they gotta take either Annie and Clarabelle out for a branch line train or the mail train out. So yeah, and poor Thomas is in the at the works in some ways because behaviorally in some ways it ended up being some hot-headed young Thomas crap in a way. Just we won 3-0. Well, we lost two important players to red cards. It's just basically once Mexico knew they lost, they did their sore loser bullshit, just getting in our heads. So, but yeah, we'll probably still beat Canada on Sunday or Saturday, which is, yeah, this is a Thursday game, so it'd have to be a Sunday. We'll probably still beat Canada on Sunday, but Canada are frustratingly good after decades of being terrible, so we'll see. Canada can get the best of us if they actually play well, and we don't. So obviously in qualifying, that was extremely frustrating. They got a draw out of us in Nashville, and then They beat us in their Canadian cold. That's why our qualifying for the previous World Cup wasn't very comfortable, because we were expecting to get 6 points off of Canada when we only got 1. So, alrighty, but that's enough soccer for a train video, I guess. And this is a really basic layout. Other features are the lighthouse there in the top left quadrant by the roadway. So it's like a triple convergence of divided highway, railroad, and lighthouse, I guess. Which, I'm from a desert, okay? I don't understand the water properties that well, but, using what I got to make a better layout. And, got two of my buildings. I think the smaller building is the station master's house from Thomas Comes to Breakfast, and the other building should be the from the James Goes Buzz 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 set. So yeah, that's the beekeeper thing from that set. So yeah, just fiddling with my trains, trying to recover from my soccer bullshit, because it's a very frustrating match to survive. It's USA-Mexico. It's the rivalry of North America. We're completely dominating said rivalry at the moment, thankfully, but I'm just annoyed that it descended into madness and Puto chants and the game being abandoned early because, Mexico doesn't know how to be sportsmanship, and Mexico doesn't know how to lose with grace, which I'll admit I'm not very good at it either, but So yeah, if you're a soccer fan enough to care, our 20-minute extended highlights of our 3-0 win will be quite the watch, because, the first 15 minutes of it will be us winning the match 3-0, and then the last 5 minutes, it's not even a soccer match anymore at that point. It's just Mexico being sore losers and causing 4 red cards to happen, 2 to them, 2 to us. So, but yeah, that's my train layout, and that's the emotions I needed to get out, I guess. So yeah, thanks YouTube and possibly TikTok. I think I actually kept this to a small timeline, so we'll see.